Hey, it's Noctis. Subscribe to Vincent Valentine EX Turk channel.
It's your King of the Night, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and well, I'm wiping my shoes down and cleaning it off for a commercial for my job tomorrow, so yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's the extra noises. Now, we're into the biggest Final Fantasy death battle of all death battles in Final Fantasy, where we get to two characters with the same story, same type of character archetype, plus same basic abilities as well, and put them in a Final Fantasy Coliseum of Final Fantasy death battle. So let's get started right here. We got two of Cids from Final Fantasy, from various Final Fantasies, and I'm not talking about the Cid. We're not gonna talk about the Cid from 13. We're gonna be talking about the two main Cids with the most iconic style of fighting. Cid Highwind. Start with Cid Highwind, a captain of the Shara and the Highwind ship, as well as the first man in Gaia to go into space. Well, was about to until the ship crashed, but that's another thing. It also had ties to Shinra as well. He's also a Highwind clan member, so just like Aranea, he could do a high jump as well. He could do a Highwind jump on the fact he's also a Highwind clan member in the Final Fantasy VII verse. And he's pretty much could be. And this man is actually not just even though he's like the most normal character out of all of them, he could still keep up with the likes of Vincent Valentine, Cloud, Barrett, and anyone. Don't get that don't get that twisted with the funny talking, redneck stereotype, southern stereotype, I should say. Cid is pretty strong. He would actually be able to take out both Azul, the Cerulean Fiat, and Rose the Crimson teamed up. So Cid is very strong, and also Cid, even while he was with the group, has fought the likes of Sephiroth in his various transformations. So yeah, he's very powerful. He's a very powerhouse, as well as he got all the lances. All the Highwing main lances, like the Viper Hobred, the Highwing Spear, any kind of spear or staff you could get, he used it to his advantage. As well as he also throws dynamites as well. But he could also perform various things, like he could summon and use magic. Also, he's one of the fastest members of Avalanche next to Vincent Valentine, due to the fact he's a Highwing. So Highwings are born with great gifts as it is. Despite if you're an angry southern alcoholic who is abusive to his wife, but yeah, I just put a little fun fact right there. But even though he's still a very strong member of Avalanche, in fact, Deep Ground should probably have feared him because he was working with the WRO in the final chapters of Dirge of Cerberus as well. Now we got to talk about the other Cid. And the other Cid is Cid Sophiar. I can't pronounce his last name really well, but Cid Sophiar could do lance stuff. He does lance based attacks. He could use magic as well. Most of his magic would be fire. Because think about the fire power punts he does. Pretty much, it go to his history with King Regis. When you play a King's Tale, he could use fire magic. He can use lances. Now he can't use any summons in the world of 15 because those are astrals and only Lucius Kylops could use them. Makes sense, but he's very powerful as it is. Just for a basic human being, this guy could take out both the lieutenants, Caligo and Loki, Caligo and Loki, at the time of his prime. Meaning the time of his prime would be the King's Tale version of Cid, because at his prime when he was young, he was a great warrior. He could have actually served as an actual king's glaive guard. He could have actually served as one. He was one. Don't get me wrong. He was one of King Regis's guards. In fact, he was pretty much the prompto for Regis. Pretty much the one you thought would be the weakest, but he's actually one of the strongest out of King Regis's guards. You know, and he has sparred with Coriolanus before, and actually held his own. Like, held his own. And this was him when he's young. Now, we don't know what he does when he's older now, but we're going to be using the Prime version. So, the Prime version would be the young version of King's Tale. But he is strong enough to take out Loki and Caligo, Niflheim's toughest lieutenants when he was young. Now that should tell you a lot of power to take out lieutenants of one of the strongest armies in Final Fantasy history. So he's pretty powerful. He's pretty intense. That's why I think he's a possible guest contender with Ignis in episode Ignis, and it would make sense he'd still at least retain some of his power, even though he's old, and he had to raise Cindy and her parents stay because, well, Cindy's parents died. The whole tragic story he said on the boat to Alticia. So, nonetheless, I would have to say for speed, even though this is Cid in his pride. Even though this is Cid Sophiar, I can't remember his last name, in his prime from King's Tale, I'd have to give it to Cid Highwind, and not just being a biased fan. When it comes to terms of speed, Cid Highwind is pretty much the second fastest next to Vincent Valentine. That's why Vincent Valentine and Cid Highwind make the perfect tag team duo, because those two partnered up. As you see in the Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus, they're both, that's why there's so much fan art of them, which I'm not going to disclose the fan art thing because, well, I don't look at that stuff. But anyways, yeah. So when it comes to speed, Cid Highwind would beat Final Fantasy 15 Cid. He'd beat Cid on types of speed. When it comes to physical attack, I think they're both at the same par. And again, we're using Cid Sophiar. I can't remember. We're using the King's Tale version, so pretty much their physical attack would be exactly the same. Their physical feats would be feats when it comes to a direct attack would be the same. Now, when it comes to magic usage, I'd have to say Cid Highwind pretty much got this one based off the fact that anyone in Final Fantasy VII could summon. Even a child with materia could summon. As for Cid 15, since he's not Lucius Caelium, he has no pact with the Astrals, which are Eidolons or Fal'Cie or summons, if you want to call it that way. So Cid would have to win when it comes to terms of magic. Even though they pretty much give a run for each other's money with magic attacks and just piss around because that's the characters they are. And then they'll get serious. So I'd have to say when it comes to magic, Cid Highwind will win. And the fact that Cid from Final Fantasy VII is a Highwind member, that makes him even exceedingly more powerful. Which begs the question, why didn't Shinra capture him and make him a soldier for can you imagine how powerful Cid Highwind would be if he had Genova cells? But anyways, besides thinking about that, I would have to say, and then when it comes to all those abilities, I guess that's all their abilities, I'd have to say Cid Highwind would win. Don't get me wrong, Cid Sophiar have took out, can take out the likes of Loki and Caligo from the Niflheim Empire because they're powerful, them being, powerful lieutenants. But Cid Highwind has fought the likes of Sephiroth in transformative states. Even though it was to help and it was a group effort, it still kind of counts. So I'd have to say Cid Highwind would win this battle. So may the crystal be with you. And remember, this is my opinion. You don't have to like it. You don't have to watch it if it triggers you. My opinion, you know. So may the crystal be with you guys.